Hey guys, it's Kimberly, and today's video is going to be a little review on this guy right here, and I am like so excited to talk to you guys about this product. This is the brand new foundation from It Cosmetics, and it is the It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better Foundation and Skincare. And let me tell you, this is such a cool foundation, and I am so excited to review it for you guys on this channel. I'm like just amazed. So this foundation is brand new from It, and it has skincare in it, and they claim that it can improve your bare skin in just 2 weeks of using it, which is such a cool concept. And yeah, I decided to pick this foundation up because if you guys don't know, or if you guys have been watching my channel, I love their CC Plus cream, color correcting cream kind of a thing. It is like my all-time favorite. It has such good coverage. I just love it so much. It's like one of my favorite high-end foundations. So when I saw that it came out with another foundation, I was like, well, technically that's a CC cream. This is a foundation. When I saw they came out with this, I knew I had to try it. No matter whether it was gonna be good or bad, I just had to get my hands on it. So I picked this up at my local Ulta. And this review is a little bit different than reviews that I normally do on my channel. Usually the reviews I do on my channel are first impressions, so I sit down and you guys get my first genuine reaction to a product. But this, I figured since it was a foundation and not something fun like an eyeshadow palette where you can really see how it is first go around, I decided to try this foundation out a couple of times before sitting here with you guys to make this video so that I could give you a better feel for how I feel about this foundation. So I have actually used it a couple of times, and I have had a great experience with it. In fact, I dare say this might be my new holy grail foundation, and that just like blows my mind. But yeah, I love it. It's got a pump. The one thing I will say is I think that mine is broken a little bit. I've seen reviews of other people using this foundation, and nobody seems to have this problem but me. But I just don't think that the hole was cut perfectly in my pump, so it kind of squirts a little funny. But it's not clogged or anything. It just like, I don't know, kind of comes out part of the plastic seam part on the top, but it's not a big deal. I don't care. It comes out perfect. I like it. The foundation is perfect inside, so it doesn't matter how it comes out. But yeah, I picked up my foundation in this shade Light Neutral 22, which luckily matched me perfectly because there's no testers going on right now. But I'm, yeah, just super excited with it. The one thing I will say is that I've only tried applying it with a brush. I haven't used a beauty sponge, but today I'm gonna do half my face with a brush and half my face with a beauty sponge so I can see how it applies that way for any of you out there who prefer a sponge. And also it'll just be nice to have a little comparison since I haven't tried it yet myself. So first things first, I have moisturizer on, and I'm going to actually just prime my face with a little MAC Fix Plus. So I'm just gonna give myself a little squirt. Then we're just gonna go right in with some foundation. I'm gonna squirt some on the back of my hand, and that's the color right there, Light 22, Light Neutral 22. And I'm going to just put this on with my beauty sponge on the right side of my face. And I will say, I don't know, I haven't used it enough to see if the claims of the skincare really means anything or holds any validity, but I will say that I've been breaking out a lot, as you could see, because of my mask that I've been wearing at work, and this side used to be a lot worse, and it was really red and just looked super irritated and super awful, honestly. And I used this foundation, I wore it for a couple hours, wiped it off, and the next morning when I woke up, I don't know whether it was coincidence, if it was just time for, you know, those impurities to kind of settle down, or if it was because of the foundation, but they looked so much less irritated and less red. They were kind of flattening out, so I just felt like it did make a difference. So yeah, I don't know if it was just placebo effect or just a coincidence that it was, you know, the time for those to kind of settle down, but I did actually have an interesting experience with that. So So I do really like the way that it laid down with the beauty sponge. However, I will say I think I'm going through quite a bit extra of it. I had to go through 2 pumps to do that on the back of my hand, because something I didn't mention yet is this foundation is super liquidy. I mean really liquidy. So I feel like watery liquidy. So I feel like a beauty sponge might soak up a little bit of your product. So yeah, that looks pretty, but let's go ahead and do the other side and I will show you just how liquidy this is. Can you see it? Yeah, look at how fast it's dripping. I don't want to waste it, but it is pretty liquidy. So now I'm just gonna go in on the other side with my brush. And yeah, I just feel like it goes a little bit further with a brush. It doesn't soak up the product quite as much. So that is what the foundation looks like. We have the beauty blender side and then we have the brush side. I feel like they both look really pretty. The foundation overall is very skin-like in my opinion. It's like a medium coverage. I think it gives good coverage. Typically I'm a pretty full coverage gal, but I gotta say I am not mad at it because it makes the skin look so beautiful. It looks so natural. It doesn't look very like makeup-y, which I love, so I can't complain. I think it looks really, really good. I think the beauty blender side might look, well, makeup sponge, because this is a Morphe one, it's not a beauty blender, might look a little bit more natural than the brush side, but it definitely used a lot more product to get that way, so kind of give it and take. I think it's really just a preference thing, but I literally love this foundation. As you can see, I think it looks gorgeous and it gives such a beautiful skin-like finish. So now I'm gonna go in with some concealer, and I picked up Tarte Shape Tape. Oh my gosh, I've used it a couple of times now and I am obsessed. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on. And for this I'm using the shade 20S Light Sand, and I'm just gonna use my beauty sponge and blend that out. So that is what the foundation and concealer look like, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and set everything with this LR360 tapered face brush from LaRousse that I got in my Ipsy bag, and a little bit of, I just have it in this container right here, but it's the RCMA translucent powder. I'm just gonna give it a quick little set. So I just went ahead and I put on bronzer, blush. I used the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I used one of my Essence The Blush. And I put on some highlight, which is the Morphe X Coca-Cola Pop It Loose Highlighter. And then I put a little bronzer in the crease. I put the same highlight on my lid, a little bit of mascara, you know, just a little fresh glam so you guys could see how all of these powders lay on top of the foundation. And honestly, I feel like it's just flawless. It powders down really well. I absolutely love it. I feel like I don't even feel like I have makeup on, honestly. It feels so lightweight. I absolutely love it. Now after I do all these powders, I do like to use like a setting spray and meld everything together. So I wanted to show you guys what it looked like before I did that. And now I'm gonna go in with my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist and give myself a little spray down. I feel like that just brings everything together and gives it a little bit of a life. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put on this Clarins Paris Velvet Lip Perfector. I got this in my Ipsy, I think. Is it my Ipsy or my BoxyCharm? That's a great question. I think it was in my Ipsy, but I could be wrong. I don't remember. But anyway, I'm just gonna put this on. It's super cute and I feel like it's just like the perfect shade for fresh face. I really like that. That is in, what was this shade? I feel like, oh, was it not on here? It was something like Rosewood or something like that. It's just a beautiful dusty rose color, and I feel like that's so perfect for this like fresh face kind of vibe, and I feel like that's exactly what this foundation gives me. Honestly, I absolutely love it. I love the glass bottle. I love the consistency. It's so thin. It seriously is. It says water light. That is literally exactly what it is. It's so watery. It's so light. It says it's a natural radiant finish, and I think it is. It does have a little bit more of like a skin-like dewy-esque look. It's not crazy dewy, but there definitely is a little bit of dewiness to it. And I definitely think that if you're going to just put the foundation on and let it be, you will get some of that. But I powdered it down, so it kind of took a decent amount of that away. I'm sure throughout the day, as the powder wears off, you will get some of that back. And if you're oily, you'll probably get a decent amount of that back because this isn't a matte foundation. But I'm dry, so I kind of like that. And I like to, you know, powder it to make sure that it will stay. But as the day wears off, I do like for a little bit of radiance to come back through. So I really enjoy that. This is seriously, I mean, like going on the top shelf. I love this foundation. I feel like it's gonna be what I grab towards like always. I am seriously obsessed with it. So I think if you were thinking about trying it, you absolutely should give it a shot. I don't see why not. I love IT Cosmetics. I feel like it is a brand that a lot of people don't talk about, and it's just not like a favored brand, but their CC creams, in my opinion, with SPF in it, it's perfect for the summer. I absolutely love those. I'm loving this. And if what happened to me with my, you know, breakouts that I was having when I've worn this the past couple of times starting to kind of fade away, I think that, you know, it says that it has skincare in it and that it's supposed to improve your bare skin in 2 weeks, and I think that that claim could be true, because I definitely think that it settled things down and it had some kind of soothing properties to it. So I definitely love it, and I am not gonna get rid of it anytime soon. I highly encourage people to go grab it if you're looking for a new foundation to try or anything like that, especially if you have dry skin, because like I said, that's what I have, and I don't know, I really am impressed with this foundation. So yeah, I hope that was helpful for anybody out there who is thinking about it or just looking for something new to try. But I really enjoy this foundation, and this will not be the last time you guys see it. So if you enjoyed today's video, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!